Today we are going to go over how to set up your email account using Zoho. So Zoho is our corporate email vendor, and you should go to mail.zoho.com when logging in for the first time. You can also easily have your corporate email go to your native iPhone email application, or your same thing for an Android device. And for your laptop, you don't have to use this mail.zoho.com, which is their webmail portal. You can also integrate this with, for example, Outlook or any other email software that you use. The easiest way to find out how to, for example, integrate this with your smartphone, for example, would be to just Google. Let's go to this example. Let's just Google iPhone Zoho setup. Again, please be self-reliant in this industry. Everything is online. The first result will bring you to a page where it will give you very detailed instructions on how to set this up on your iPhone, for example. And of course, on your smartphone, if you don't necessarily have to do this. I think this is better because your native email app is very easy to check. It can have all of your email accounts in one place. Of course, if you wanted, you could also download the Zoho Mail app as well. But anyway, let's go back to the webmail, which you can access from any computer in the world. The first thing we'll want to do as we log into this sample agent webmail portal is to remember that there are several folders here by default, and to check them. You'll see the number here saying which emails you have received. You should always check your spam email folder periodically, because sometimes Zoho might mistakenly take a real email and put it in here, and it'll get deleted in 30 days automatically. So it's good to take a look. This is obviously your trash outbox. Another key thing is this newsletter folder that is a default on Zoho. Sometimes you will find direct emails to you here, but it does a good job otherwise of really taking these generally spammy emails and putting them here that aren't directly sent to you. But it's always good to keep an eye out on it. This is an automatic folder that is created for you by Zoho. You can create your own folders, of course, but just to go through and just make sure you're not missing anything. But then this is your main email inbox. Now the first step is to you can click here, and then you'll be able to go to your account, or if you click this button, it takes you to settings, and here you can see various things you can do to edit either how your webmail is viewed, to adding an email signature, which is very, very important. So let's do that first. Or you can create a vacation reply, automatic reply if you're out for a few days. Again, just please let us know, especially if you're working on a listing or a company seller or buyer, and to always find someone to cover for you if you are on vacation. But then let's do this. Take a look, add new email signature, and then you can simply take the default template we've sent to you by email in your onboarding materials, or you can create one yourself, but just make sure you have the standard information, such as your name, company name, company legal name, ideally address, company office number, your phone number, your email address. So we've gone ahead and copy and pasted the template email signature that was sent to you in your introductory how to get started email. So feel free to use this. We're not going to actually edit it, but obviously you should change this to your name, for example, Mark Jones, and then your direct cell phone number. The office number stays the name, and then it would most likely be mark@montskyrrealestate.com. Obviously, then you save it. We're not going to do that, but that would be your email signature. The first thing that many agents mention is that they feel overwhelmed because the instant that they have an email address up, it seems that so many people find their email address and they are added to all sorts of newsletters and listing alerts and such. So unless you want to, you could aggressively set up email filters, again in that settings area, and filter them into different folders that you create, or perhaps even better, and to get a head start just when you have your email address and to control spam before it gets out of hand, is every time you see an email is to just aggressively unsubscribe. For example, you will see many emails that look like this, at OLR.com, at OLR.com. OLR is simply it's like Nestio or RealTMX. It is a RLS data vendor, and these are all essentially spam emails. They're sending you an email about all sorts of random listings that come to the market, and there are thousands. There's absolutely no need for you to be notified by email on each and every one, so you should absolutely click whenever you see them, click on them, and then follow this link to make sure you are removed from the email list. So just aggressively unsubscribe and keep a very clean inbox, because otherwise you will begin to feel overwhelmed from the very beginning, and you will feel like you're not able to even find real emails from potential clients. So definitely control spam and unsubscribe from as many newsletters and automated emails as possible. Another interesting trick is to flag emails. So for example, if you see something in your inbox that's very important but you don't have time to get to it now, but you want to get to it later, this is a very simple and effective CRM of sorts, a sort of way to keep on track of your customers, your relationships. So, say this is from a client, you flag this, and then 2 days later, you have a moment and you want to go through all your flagged emails that you didn't get to before. You simply go and then just check all the flagged emails. Or, let's click none, views, all flagged, and then it'll pull up the 3 emails that I just checked now as flagged. It's a great way to stay organized. Another great trick is if you begin to have a back and forth with, for example, one particular client or another agent with the same email subject line, you can control the volume of emails. For example, here you see the same conversation. It shows up as 2 separate entries from the same person. You can have all of the emails of about one subject be consolidated into one thread. That's called a conversation view, and you can actually do that here quite easily. You just click view conversations in this folder, or view as conversations in this folder. So you do that, and then if you go back down, you will see that instead of having separate email entries, you will have these. It says 9-2, so it's been consolidated into one line item. And that's it. Please remember to be self-reliant. Please Google anything you can't figure out. There are lots of support forums and tickets and articles by Zoho about how to further customize your experience, how to set up Zoho Mail on Outlook, on your iPhone's native email app, how to download the Zoho app if you prefer to use that. All sorts of ways to set up and integrate Zoho, the mail function, the calendar function. So please take a look at the materials they have online. Please be self-reliant. It's very easy to figure out. All you have to do is oftentimes Google, and it'll be the first result that comes up. And we hope to see you out there. Please be productive, and see you in the field.